Just came back from shopping, and unfortunately, as I was coming in, I dropped my iced coffee on the floor. I was able to salvage it, well, at least one of them. I had two, and I had to go immediately. And unless I wanted it to leak all over the place, I had to look for a cup big enough so I can put it in. And it's this. It's not full. It's like less than half full, so it's not ridiculous. But yeah, lucky I have that. Also, because I just got all wet, this has been lasting forever. These Band-Aids are. Shouldn't have shown you that. These Band-Aids are so thick that they last and last and last. One of the kittens last night got all rattled up because of the dog, and this happened. Yeah. I didn't vlog yesterday because I, all of a sudden, like around noon, had like a real turn for the worse. All of a sudden, my fatigue kicked in, and like within 10 minutes, I was out cold. Didn't feel well, turned into a big old mess, missed some of my medication throughout the day, you know, just big old mess. Anyways, today, I'm gonna be on point with my meds, like not miss them at all. Make sure I check out my sugar throughout the day. Barky Shacket! And, hopefully I'll feel better. I just came back shopping. I will show you what I got. I don't know why, but it's so interesting to see what other people get in the grocery store, isn't it? So I will show you very shortly what I got, but right now I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee, my iced coffee. I really want to get the Squeezy Freezy. I know that Graveyard Girl tried at least one that worked. She tried more than one. And I'm wondering if a Squeezy Freezy will also work for not just slushies, like, you know, like fruit slushies, but if it would also work and you can make iced coffee in it. What do you think? Will it work? Really want to try that. The problem is ordering one from the States to come here. Oh god, they're so expensive. And I'm all over the place. I'm just gonna sit here and watch some YouTube and zone out. I uploaded yesterday's video, but I didn't do any promotion for it, so maybe I'll do a little bit of that today. And I'll do outfit of the week, maybe. And this is my pussycat is hanging out with me. There you go. And I've got to do like cleaning up. I wanted to do that yesterday as like I vlogged already, but it didn't come about because, well, I was passed out basically throughout the entire day. Hey, little guy! I just made chocolate chip cookies, and I'm eating one. And I loaded them with chocolate. You see that? I think that the rest, I just made this, and I have the rest of the batter. And I think what I'm going to do is make them in little balls and freeze them. Because it's only me, and I really, you know. And besides, cookies are only best, not only best, but they're really good when they're fresh. So, I'd rather just freeze them. Now I have to get real food. I'm just doing putting away some stuff. I had the mushroom soup that I made, and there's enough here for a whole bowl. It's just very, very, very thick. And then because I don't have a ton of bowls to freeze stuff in them, I just made myself 3 more servings in these sandwich bags, and I am putting it inside a box in case something happens. They don't go all over the place. Oh, so the cookies, I didn't want to eat all those cookies, so you just put them on a sheet and you freeze them for about 20 minutes. I use the deep freeze in our main freezer. And I'm just going to take these little cubes. Now you don't want to touch these too much, and you don't want to leave them out because they will defrost really quickly and start sticking to each other. So you just want to move really, really, really fast, and you want to stick the box as quickly as possible back in the freezer. Sure, it doesn't start melting. Yeah, because I had enough cookies for one day. And this way, if you just want, you know, baking chocolate chip cookies takes so little time. So if you just want a chocolate chip cookie, all you have to do is literally pull out, you know, 2 chocolate chip cookies in a cookie sheet, and it takes 10 minutes. That's all it takes. So this is a great way if you're like me and you really don't want to have these lying around the house. Temptation, eat me, eat me. Yeah. And I know some people are like, will eat the cookie dough, but I won't, so I don't have a problem. I'm just putting it in the deep freeze. And the other thing is if you're all vicious and mean, that will come out. So anyways, I posted his picture and a warning just so girls keep in mind that this is not a organization or something like that. It's a guy, and he speaks like this. And some people are trying to like oh, who does he think he is? You're not pretty. And he is. I'm like, well, okay, he's not handsome. Okay, well. But I said, I appreciate you trying to comfort me, but I don't need that, and I didn't mean to this be a discussion about how he looks. I just want girls to be aware, there's nothing mean I'm saying here, just, you should be aware that this is how he talks, and this is who he is, and responding to that. You know, I haven't been really involved in the community, the dating scene, because I chose not to a while back ago for my own personal reasons, because it's just so much, and it's not that I don't want to be in a relationship, it's just that I've had such bad luck, and putting together the fact that I have to deal with stuff like the and let's all say thank you to Muffin to doing that, because this is propped up on my computer and that's where she jumps out through the window. Anyways, I chose a long time not to, because it's the emotional angst that it causes me, and you know, you spend a lot of energy trying to, okay, especially in the traditional community, I'm not sure if this is true regarding all men, and I'm not making generalizations, but if you put out before you are at a certain point in your relationship, then it will never turn serious, or it will, there's a very, hello, come here, there's a very small chance of it turning serious, and that's, I guess, because how the boys were raised, and even if you're open-minded, there's just certain things. So I'd rather not take a chance. If there's a guy that I really like, I will hold my horses and I will wait. And since I'm 29 years old, and at this point, if I'm in a serious relationship, I kind of see it leading to marriage, I'm perfectly capable of waiting until the actual marriage proposal comes. Because if I find the guy that I really like, as far as I'm concerned, in 3 months, if we're not talking about marriage, I have to ask myself why. I'm not saying that it has to lead to marriage, but in 3 months, I need to understand where the relationship is going. I think 3 months is a reasonable time to figure out who the guy is in front of you. I mean, you could always marry and discover that you've married a fraud, but I'm putting this in a standard sort of way, and I just don't feel like dealing with shitholes anymore, and 95% of the time they are shitholes, and I just don't want to deal with that. And since, you know, my friends and my girlfriends in the past had nobody to recommend specifically, which as far as I'm concerned is one of the best ways of, you know, finding a relationship, and there's nobody here oh god, I'm so ADD today. So I've taken my pills for my headache, my slight headache. I think I'm going to take a Ritalin because I have to do some paper. Back to ADD. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. Anyways, I decided that I don't feel like spending my energy in it, because my energy levels are not that high. And, you know, emotional energy is energy. I don't think about it when we have endless supplies of it, or normal supplies of that particular energy. So I decided not to. Anyways, God, I am so ADD. It's amazing. Anyways, I started getting all these messages from guys and stuff like that. And one of the things that I find unbelievable is that I get this, I get a lot of older guys. Now, I'm 29 officially. I'm 29. I'm almost 30. And I'm looking for somebody around my age or younger. And that's always been somewhat of it almost sounds like I'm picky, but I'm really not. But there are a few things that I'm incredibly stubborn about, and that's the age thing. I want a guy who's going to die after me. Now, considering the fact that I do have certain illnesses that do damage your lifespan, I guess that I will be okay. But I just rather not marry a guy who's like more than 4 years older than I am. And I'm not attracted to guys that are in their 40s or 50s, you know, almost my dad's age. I find it a little bit, ugh. And I'm getting a lot of, you know, and the whole thing, age is not a factor. No. Anyway, the last guy who did it was 55, and he said age is not a factor. And I said, oh, I might have somebody for you. She's a wonderful widow. She's 76, but since you don't, for me an age thing it matters, but since it doesn't matter for you, hey, I'll hook you up together. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was an excellent way of dealing with that. And that's going to be my response from now on. And I don't know why I haven't thought about it before. The girls in my communities think that that's incredibly funny. I guess I have some wits when I want to. I think that's it for now. I really do have to write my paper. Oh, okay, memory things. My paper, I was supposed to do my presentation and give in my first draft, which is actually the full draft, last week on Tuesday. Somehow I got mixed up. I was convinced it was this Tuesday, and had been postponed to the official postponed date, which is the 1st of June, so that gives me an extra 3 days. And the other memory thing is, for some reason, I was convinced my birthday was on Tuesday, which I knew it wasn't because I knew that was 2 days before what I thought was going to be my presentation day. Got that? Anyways, yesterday morning I woke up, I looked at my Facebook page, and there was all this, happy birthday, and I'm like, that's so nice, but my birthday isn't until 2 days, and the date on my computer was off, like 5 days or something like that. Anyways, I was like, that's so nice of you, everybody, but my birthday isn't until 2 days. And then all of a sudden, you know, after actually saying it out loud, aka writing in my Facebook page, I realized that I was wrong, and it is actually my birthday. So, I've officially forgotten my birthday. Which I find completely ridiculous, and I am so ADD this afternoon actually. I have a slight headache. I find this talking to the camera this morning gets very exhilarating. And at this point of the day, I'm pulling out my handy dandy Ritalin. I know a lot of people criticize Ritalin, It works for me. I have ADD. I guess I could make a video about this if somebody really wants. I have ADD, my brother has ADHD. What's really funny is, it used to be that I was like a dreamer. My brother was very hyperactive, and now it's kind of been reversed. I am the hyperactive one. Yes, despite having chronic fatigue, or maybe because I'm hyperactive, maybe because I am hyperactive, I ended up with chronic fatigue, which is my theory. Anyways, so I do take it. I am diagnosed. It's not on my own, you know, whatever. It didn't work for me when I was in high school. It just made me feel very antsy. I didn't like it. Nowadays, it's a lifesaver. I did not need it through my first bachelor's degree. It's a combination, I guess, of the chronic fatigue and the ADD, because fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue can cause ADD, but the symptoms of ADD. And if you have ADD, it can definitely worsen the ADD. And that is the reason why I'm taking Ritalin this time around. I find it a lifesaver. I've actually read some interesting research regarding the matter of chronic fatigue and Ritalin. And Ritalin is an upper, I guess. So it can definitely help, especially if you consider there is another drug for chronic fatigue, which is called Fibrogel or something like that. And it's so expensive. So Ritalin is like really cheap. It's like the ones that I take, and I don't take every day, far from it, are like 10 shekels a month, or like 10 to 20 shekels a package, which has 30 tablets. It's the 10 milligrams. It's a really low dosage. But if you had ADD for many years and you just need some way of zoning in just a little bit more, that extra little bit, that 10 milligrams is not a very big dosage. It just helps you focus it. And I'm going to start babbling at this point. I'm going to go back to relaxing. I've had a slight headache. I ate a cucumber. Oh my god, I got another giant zucchini. And oh my god, I got a giant zucchini again this morning. I went and they're like hiding. I think I've showed you the plants, but this specific zucchini plant has leaves that are about, oh, this big. I told my mom that they're scary looking because crap, they look like something out of a sci-fi movie. Anyways, the zucchini is about this big, so now I have these two giant zucchini. So no, I don't even know if they're gonna be good. I'm gonna have to cook them up today. I made chocolate chip cookies. Oh yes, I showed that on actually my vlog. I cooked up the rest, and they're just sitting in the box. Maybe that was the wrong thing to do. I think that chocolate definitely causes my migraines and sugar. At least at this point of the game, they didn't used to. But you know, he's sensitive to breathing. Kind of puts a damper on things. I'm gonna stop yammering. I'm going back to doing productive things today, because yesterday was my naked day, and today I have to go back to being a human being. Oh well. Oh wow, my hair. Look at that. Oh god. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.